TiEcon 2014, held at the Santa Clara Convention Center, had over 4,000 attendees, 200 speakers, and over 160 exhibitors. TiEcon 2014 was the place to be for entrepreneurs. This conference is divided into two parts. Day one focusing on Internet of Things, big data, and cloud infrastructure. Day two features healthcare IT, entrepreneurship, and next-gen tech services.
TiEcon has been growing steadily, and what we are discovering is that people from all over the world, they want to connect to Silicon Valley, and TiE is the only platform which is open, which is institutionalized, and has deep links into the valley. So people from all over the world are now flocking to TiEcon as a way of getting a sense of what Silicon Valley does, how the Silicon Valley magic gets together, and just to kind of assimilate or get a sense of Silicon Valley. So TiEcon is becoming increasingly popular among that crowd. So this time we have delegations from Brazil, we have from Belgium, Canada, we have a delegation from Bangladesh, Korea, Japan, and surprisingly Palestine.
Last year I thought we have reached the height. This year became even bigger. We have representation from almost 40 countries. We have 160 companies on the floor here, and this is by far the biggest TiEcon Expo. And there's a lot to see, lot to learn from all these companies who are innovating and who are showing their best.
TiE is just an amazing event that sponsors and encourages Indian small to mid-sized companies as well as really big enterprises. And we were very impressed with the keynote speakers that they were able to capture. And as a Korean government agency, we wanted to reinforce our relationship with Indian community as well as Indian government and non-profit organizations as well.
TiEcon 2014 marked the 21st consecutive TiEcon, one of the largest and longest ongoing conferences around, focused on entrepreneurship and the hottest areas of innovation. TiEcon is all about entrepreneurship. It allows companies to participate and network, and there's a lot of knowledge-based sessions and keynotes. The goal is to foster entrepreneurship, and the vision is that TiE should become the de facto platform for all entrepreneurs. There are many benefits, including building connections with other entrepreneurs, VCs, and acquiring knowledge in various hot topics. Here are some of the perspectives from industry luminaries, VCs, successful entrepreneurs, and seasoned executives.
Innovation and technology is the heart and soul of Silicon Valley, and to me that means that it allows people to achieve their dreams, which is why people are here. It allows people from any background to go and if they have a great idea and they're willing to work at it and diligently look at that, they have a shot of taking something, exploding it, and actually impacting the world. I know certainly from the innovations made in medicine with my own practice, the advancement in ultrasound technology has enabled us to give better, safer healthcare to people. Now that's impacting the world.
SAP has been sponsoring TiEcon for a number of years, and what we find exciting with TiEcon is this is a hotbed of innovation and entrepreneurs. And SAP has been involved with entrepreneurs, specifically with the program called SAP Startup Focus Program. And the idea of this program is to recruit entrepreneurs to come build on SAP technology, which is SAP HANA here. And we get tremendous reception here. And what we are able to offer these entrepreneurs is an immediate accelerator where they can build their product quickly. We offer them access to our 200,000 customers where their innovation they can use immediately. And moreover, there's a new marketplace we've recently launched called the SAP HANA Marketplace. And many of these startups actually go on and list there for sales to our customers.
Mahindra Gen Z was formed here in the United States to try to work on the problem of solving congestion issues in urban centers in the United States. So we kind of built up a project from the grounds up. Rather than bringing something from India, we said we need to design something that appeals to the consumers in the United States. So we built a grounds up project, hired a team here, a real super team, and with the talent in both California and Michigan. And we spent the last 2 years trying to come up with a solution to urban mobility. What we have today as a product is an electric, 100% electric two-wheeler with very sort of almost first in the industry features. We've got storage capacity in the vehicle, so it allows not only an individual to go from point A to point B, but as students told us, they want their stuff carried with them. If you're a student on campus, you want your books with you, you want to do your laundry, you don't really have the luxury of having a car and so on and so forth. This is a perfect vehicle to be on the go.
Yeah, well, First Rate is a software analytics company, and what we do is we have semantic SaaS system that reads the entire global and social web. So we are reading millions of pieces of content from all over the world in the social stream, in the global web every day, and from that we derive a structured real-time understanding of what's happening within and between companies and markets. So from all of the digital exhaust that's being written about, around, from companies, we can connect the dots and build a structural model of, in this company, here are the elements of its business, here's what's changing, here's what's happening to it that hasn't arisen before. Here are companies that are interacting with each other that haven't done that before, and from that we can also see the structure of markets and segments and how they're changing over time.
The Fabric is the name of the company, and what we are involved in is co-creating companies in the cloud infrastructure and virtualization space. Very simply put, if entrepreneurs come to us with the vaguest of ideas in this domain, just in the cloud infrastructure domain, we work with the entrepreneur to formalize the idea, to develop the business plan, to pull together a team around that, to help develop the technology, and also create prototypes. We have our own small engineering team. So create prototypes, and eventually if the idea looks solid enough, we will invest money from our fund into the company.
I actually learned a good bit from some of the sessions around what's going on from some of the technology trends of the Internet of Things, but also it's a great place to network with people and to meet other companies that do things that are in line with what you do, and see maybe partnership, relationship kind of activities.
Government of Odisha has come out with a very dynamic IT policy, which was unveiled by our Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, 24th January, and based on that, we are supposed to go out everywhere and promote investments into Odisha, market Odisha, and in particular Bhubaneswar as a major IT destination, something akin to Hyderabad, Bangalore and other cities in India. So we have the entire ecosystem in place, so we have put in infrastructure. Now we have tied up with a agreement with TiE Silicon Valley chapter here to promote investments into Odisha. So it's a 3-year contract up to 2017. So they are going to have their resources who will guide us, will support us to bring the companies into Bhubaneswar and Odisha.
The thing that always amazes me about TiEcon is it's a conference put together by volunteers, and the amount of energy that people bring to the conference is just amazing, right? And it continues to be. And a couple of the programs we introduced the last few years have now become, a life of their own. So last year we started a program called Founder Connect. This year there were over 150 people who showed up to the Founder Connect, and we had no room for more people. Mentor Connect, last year we had somewhere around 300 mentees. This year we had 400.
Blackfire has developed a critical piece of software that allows you to experience the media on your smartphones, tablets, notebooks in a larger way on active smart audio video devices. So it allows you to walk into a room and play media to multiple devices. These are active TV, active speakers, headphones, soundbars, TVs, etc. All simultaneously, high performance, synchronous, no dropouts, minimal latency, and no wires.
It's very exciting. A lot of new technologies are being showcased, a lot of new applications, and I think some of these are applicable in upstream oil and gas, and so we're here to see how we can bring some lessons learned in the Internet of Things, cloud-based computing, and deploy those in oil and gas.
This year, obviously there's been a lot of activity and there's a lot of buzz about startups and different areas, so it's good for me to be catching up and learning about different things that are happening as well.
At TiEcon, participating technology startups benefit from a vast ecosystem of venture capitalists, angels, and entrepreneurs, and of course, significant investor exposure, online virtual showcasing, and technology and business partnering and networking.
It takes a lot of brilliant and great developers. You can have the best vision in the world, but without developers that are passionate, that are plugged into the latest technologies, it's really difficult in the software world to do those kinds of innovations.
The event also featured 7 stellar grand keynotes by the best of the best in their field.
It takes a lot of brilliant and great developers. You can have the best vision in the world, but without developers that are passionate, that are plugged into the latest technologies, it's really difficult in the software world to do those kinds of innovations. So that's one. And then two is that it's very difficult to, because it's an intangible, but it's important to build into your culture that constant will to win. And one thing I can say about SAP and the culture that we have is no matter what situation we find ourselves in, we always have the will to win. And when it comes to innovation, when it comes to leadership, that will win the day.
That basically any company that has even a slight pulse can be revived, can be ultimately put on a trajectory to become a great company. And it's a combination of focusing on the basics, fixing all the basic problems in the company. It's about massive innovation, combination of revolutionary and evolutionary innovation. It's about attracting great leadership, great talent into the company. It's about setting the right culture in the company. And it's about everyday brilliant operational execution, because particularly when a company doesn't have dominant market share like a Microsoft or a Google, everyday execution is perhaps the biggest key to the success of the company and the turnaround of the company.
There's so much energy in the room, there's so much to take, then give. When I was growing up, we all went to school, we all go to school, but when I look at the kids today, the kind of pressure they go through, and somewhere they're losing their childhood. There's so much more to growing up than just studies and just grades, and just A+, and 99 percentile and all that. So I think we need to relook at that, especially when all of us are individuals. So we cannot have, we need to design an education system which addresses the individuality of each kid out there, each boy and girl, rather than treating them like a collective herd of sheep. I'm I think there's a need of the hour, and back home in India is really required.
I came to the U.S. when I was 16, and I went to engineering school, and then was just looking for a job. Ended up working in a small, a blacksmith kind of an operation. And
where did you come from?
I was born in Lahore, so I came from Lahore, and so I'm a Punjabi, and a Pakistani, and American. So, but after working, I started my company, basically guy in a garage, and over many progressions, grew it from there.
Wonderful.
Well, I think the key message is that, you should have two goals in life. One is to make a difference, and I think secondly, make money. And It shouldn't be one or the other, it should be both. And that's what, propels us and gets us to the next level.
TiEcon attracted over 4,000 technology professionals from over 50 countries. The conference focused on best practices for entrepreneurs for starting, funding, building, growing, and creating long-term value for their startups. TiEcon offered many opportunities to interact with a chosen mentor, find a co-founder for your next venture, or interact with innovative companies in the expo area. TiE is a global, not-for-profit network of entrepreneurs and professionals dedicated to the advancement of entrepreneurship. TiE provides a platform for mentoring, networking, and education for technology entrepreneurs worldwide, and is a not-for-profit global network of 54 chapters with more than 14,000 members across 13 countries, and they bring TiEcon back year after year. TiE 50 is TiE Silicon Valley's premier annual awards program, keenly contested by thousands of technology startups worldwide. TiE 50 awards are announced each year at TiEcon. This year, TiEcon presented inspiring programs and workshops that provided focused learning and rich networking opportunities like Mentor Connect, the 6th Annual TiE 50 Awards, the Lightning Rounds, the TiE Youth Forum, IBM Ecosystem Workshop, and Breakthrough Thinkers.
Actually, I've co-founded 2 other companies in the past, and one of them was successfully acquired in 2000, and the other one is still in business and it's profitable. And Smart Monitor grew out of my previous company. It was video analytics called Intellivision, and then we spun Smart Monitor off as a separate entity. So this is my third, in entrepreneurship effort, and so far it's been going very well. And the thing is, when I first started with my first company, there weren't as many women, and that has changed a lot. I can see young women unhesitatingly taking the leap into entrepreneurship, be it technology, life sciences. It is fabulous to see that, and I just hope and wish more women would take up the challenge and would do it. It's been a very interesting journey.
It was nice to get recognized for what we are doing, but the space of big data has become so crowded that it really helps when organizations like TiE and others recognize it.
At TiEcon, participating technology startups benefit from a vast ecosystem of venture capitalists, angels, and entrepreneurs, and of course, significant investor exposure, online virtual showcasing, and technology and business partnering and networking.